second thing that you want to do, I say it's acting as if and changing your profession. And it's funny because I tell people this all the time. For instance, can I use you as an example, Nikki? So when you're thinking about passion and somebody asks you at a happy hour, oh, what do? You know, you can say, oh, I'm the, what are you now, the CAO? I'm the CAO of da-da-da-da-da and da-da-da-da-da-da, because that gives a lot of significance and certainty because I am somebody because I've got three acronyms, with my name. Or you can begin to talk about the fact that you're a vocalist. I'm a vocalist. And people are like, oh, wow, wow, blah, blah, blah. And you just never know who knows somebody when you step up into your passion and your purpose, even before you get there. That has made tremendous gains for me. Even before I was whatever, I would tell people, well, I specialize in personal transformation and life design. Really? I got no website, no nothing. But nothing. But that's who I chose to be. And when you step up to who you, again, because you don't get what you want out of your life, you get what you're willing to become. You get what you're willing to become. And then you act as if. How would you act if you were Broadway and all of those things that you said? I mean, how would you conduct yourself? How would you expect people to respond to you? What gigs would you expect to have? If you were opening a gallery and you were looking for resources, what would you be doing? Who would you be talking to? Where would you be hanging out? You need to step into that place before you get there, because then all of your resources come to you when you step up and you go to that place. It's just the law. It's just the way that it works. And again, you're not going to know how. And as soon as you make that step, your certainty is going to raise up, and it's going to give you all the reasons why this is stupid, it's not going to work, you're crazy, I can't believe, da-da-da. And honor it for what it is, because it's there to keep you safe so that you can begin to think about what things you should guard against. If you're trying to make a move, to D.C., your mind's like, oh my gosh, you're crazy, I can't believe you got this house, and da-da-da. All those things are fine. But just because you have fear does not mean that it's a stop sign. It just means that here are some things you want to consider